Hello, today we're going to make some dried tomato and basil hummus. It's a good job I'm going to edit this, isn't it? So I'll start again. Today I'm going to make sun dried tomato and basil hummus. Now, yes, you can go to the shop and buy hummus yourself. Stop taking the camera person's taking the mickey out of me for doing that, but I might just leave that bit. Shall we start again? Right, today I'm going to make some dried tomato and basil hummus. Okay. Yes, you can go and buy hummus from the shop, and some of it can be alright, but on the whole they tend to be either really bland or full of fat. This, making it yourself, allows you to control the amount of fat in there and add extra flavours. You may not like basil, so you might want to do, say, just some dried tomato. Or you might want to do, we'll maybe come to a few more flavourings later on. So let's start. The ingredients you're going to need, obviously, chickpeas. Hummus is nothing without chickpeas. Some dried tomatoes, basil, some dried tomato and basil hummus. So, good olive oil, really good olive oil, and lemon. If you're using tinned chickpeas or jarred chickpeas, drain them but keep the water, because they'll come in useful later for thinning it down. Because when you do make hummus, you usually find it's really thick and heavy, and so you need to keep adding liquid until you get it to the point one. A couple of useful additions. One, a little food processor, or a big food processor if you've got one, and a lemon squeezer. I'm useless at squeezing lemons, so I use one of them. And two last ingredients: roasted garlic. You can use normal garlic, but find because the hummus itself doesn't get cooked, the raw garlic taste can be a bit harsh in it, so I use roasted. Well, basically to make the roasted garlic, whenever I've got the oven on to make a roast, I'll just put a bulb of garlic, wrap it in foil, a little bit of olive oil on it, shove it in the oven for half an hour, 40 minutes, and it keeps for a long time in the fridge. And just literally peel a clove. In this case I've got 3 of them. Looks like that. Looks rather unappetizing, to be honest with you, in this state, but then it just mellows the flavour out. You get the garlic, but not that sharp, harsh. If you don't want to use all olive oil, if you're making it a fair bit, what you can do is with the sun-dried jars of sun-dried tomatoes, they come in olive oil or oil, and the oil actually has the flavour of the tomatoes and whatever else is in there. Keep hold of that. Again, keep it in the fridge. It'll keep for a couple of months, and use it to flavour the hummus. Okay, so right. So to make this, I'm going to employ a little bit of Guy Fieri technology to do this. I'm going to chuck everything in here and mix it up, and then the next time you see it, it'll be made. But I'll put the garlic in there, and then for this amount of chickpeas, I'm going to use 4 halves of the sun-dried tomatoes, 2, 3, just in case you can't count, 4, 5. Okay. A good chunk of basil, that much, about half of a normal supermarket pack of basil. Just chop the stalks off, rip it up a bit, chuck that in, put the chickpeas in, and at this point I'm going to throw them everywhere, you just know it. With that, and I'll start pulsing this up because I can't fit all the chickpeas in one go, and then I'll come over, as I was saying, by Guy Fieri technology, a magic food processor. It's gone from, the chickpeas have gone from being chickpeas to looking like what you normally expect hummus to look like. So what I'm going to do now, just to finish this off, is put it in a bowl here and mix it, add salt and pepper to taste. As you're mixing it in the food processor, you'll find it starts out like, it goes like sandy, gravelly stuff, and that's the point where you start adding bits of the cooking liquid from the chickpeas or the olive oil until you get it to the state you want it to be in. In this case, it's not really runny, and it's not really smooth, so that's basically how we prefer it. It is something, if you are buying hummus from a shop, you get it in the style that they want you to have it in, and you don't really have a choice, because obviously this, you can make the flavours you want, make it as thick or as thin as you want, and as chunky or as smooth as you want. What I'd maybe do with that, if we were having a party or barbecue, is take half of it and mix it back round in the processor to make it really smooth. So again, you're given the choice. At this point, I'm just going to test it for seasoning. I think I've got it pretty much spot on there. Not too salty. Bear in mind that the chickpeas that you buy in tins and jars are usually cooked in brine anyway, so they will be a little bit salty. So just wait right till the end before you, and if you think it needs a little bit more salt, a little bit more pepper, whatever, away you go.